Hello and welcome back to Year 9 Chemistry. This is Week 8, Session 3, Ionic Formulae and Word Equations. Yesterday you learned to read chemistry's language. Today you learned to write it. We'll build the formula of any simple ionic compound using one beautiful principle, balancing charge. And then we'll turn reaction stories into proper word equations. This is a skill you'll use in every chemistry exam you ever take. So let's build it carefully together. Our 4 goals. First, use common ion charges to write neutral ionic formulae. Second, simplify charge ratios to the smallest whole numbers. Third, translate reaction descriptions into word equations. And fourth, tell reactants from products with confidence. Master these and half of chemistry writing becomes automatic. Here's the single big idea behind every ionic formula. An ionic compound has no overall charge. The total positive charge must exactly cancel the total negative charge. That's it. Let's meet our common ions. On the positive side, sodium is 1+, magnesium and calcium are 2+, aluminium is 3+. On the negative side, chloride and hydroxide are 1-, oxide and sulfate are 2-. Learn these charges because they're the ingredients for everything we build next. Now let's build formulae by balancing charge. Sodium chloride, 1+ and 1- already balance, 1:1, so it's simply NaCl. Magnesium chloride. Magnesium is 2+, but each chloride is only 1-, so we need 2 chlorides to balance, giving MgCl2. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium is 2+, hydroxide is 1-, so we need 2 hydroxides. And because hydroxide is a group of atoms that repeats, we bracket it. Ca bracket OH close bracket 2. Find the ratio that makes the charges cancel, and you've found the formula. Let's try a trickier one, aluminium oxide, because it teaches the method perfectly. Aluminium is 3+, oxide is 2-. 3 and 2 don't cancel 1:1, so we find the lowest common multiple, which is 6. We need 2 aluminiums giving +6, and 3 oxides giving -6. +6 and -6 cancel to 0. So the formula is Al2O3. And one habit that saves you every time, always simplify to the smallest ratio. Calcium oxide is CaO, never Ca2O2. Smallest whole numbers, always. Let's pause on those brackets because they're a favorite exam question. Why do we write Ca bracket OH close bracket 2 instead of CaOH2? Because the subscript 2 needs to multiply the entire hydroxide group, both the O and the H. The brackets say clearly there are 2 complete hydroxide ions here. Without them, the 2 would only apply to the H, and the meaning would be wrong. Brackets aren't decoration. They tell the reader exactly how many of a group you have. Now to word equations. The rule is simple and never changes. Reactants, the things you start with, go on the left. Products, the things you make, go on the right. And an arrow points from reactants to products. Magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide gives sodium chloride plus water. Notice a word equation tells you the identities, but not the amounts. That's what the balance symbol equation adds later, which is exactly where we're heading next session. One more pattern that will pay off richly in our acids topic. The acid you use decides the ending of the salt you make. Hydrochloric acid makes chlorides, sulfuric acid makes sulfates, nitric acid makes nitrates. Tuck that pattern away safely. When we reach neutralization in a couple of weeks, you'll be naming salts instantly while others are still guessing. Let's check what you've learned. Question 1. What's the formula of magnesium chloride? Pause and answer. MgCl2, because 1 magnesium 2+ needs 2 chlorides. Question 2. What's the formula of calcium hydroxide? Ca bracket OH close bracket 2, with the bracket because there are 2 hydroxide ions. Here's your recap. Ionic formulae use the smallest ratio that makes the total charge 0. Brackets show repeated groups, and word equations name reactants on the left, products on the right. You're writing real chemistry now, and that's something to be proud of. Let's make it stick. Head to www.blurredtoexam.com and practice building formulae until they're second nature, with instant marking and the full final exam waiting for you. The more you practice, the easier it gets, I promise. Brilliant effort today, and I'll see you next session, where we finally learn to balance equations.